Imagine logging in and realizing your virtual world is completely filled with corpses. Millions of characters lay dead across entire digital cities. The streets were completely abandoned by the living. Nobody programmed this storyline. A pandemic escaped the control of its creators. In September 2005, Blizzard Entertainment introduced a new enemy to World of Warcraft. His name was Hakkar the Soulflayer. Hakkar possessed a unique attack called Corrupted Blood. The spell worked exactly like a highly contagious real-world virus. The disease drained a player's health over time. The sickness immediately infected anyone standing close by. Programmers designed the disease to exist only inside Hakkar's remote jungle temple. Players needed to fight, catch the virus, and either win or die. The infection possessed no code to leave those stone walls. But the developers made one crucial oversight. They forgot about the animals. Players playing as hunters brought virtual pets into the boss battle. These pets contracted the corrupted blood virus during the fight. When their health dropped dangerously low, hunters dismissed their pets. They did this to save their animals' lives. Dismissing a pet essentially froze it in time. The virus stopped damaging the animal immediately. But the active infection remained dormant inside the game code. Hours later, these hunters teleported back to heavily populated capital cities. They summoned their pets to heal them. The frozen timer instantly resumed. That pet immediately infected its owner. Patient Zero then infected the crowded auction house. The corrupted blood incident had officially begun. Capital cities transformed into massive boneyards within minutes. Lower-level characters died instantly upon catching the disease. High-level characters survived long enough to flee the cities in panic. But fleeing only spread the pathogen further into the untouched wilderness. The developers watched their virtual world collapse in real time. They tried to establish digital quarantines immediately. Game masters pleaded with infected players to stay away from major population centers. Human nature completely ignored these requests. The reaction mirrored the exact behavior of real-world populations during a major crisis. Some players acted as self-appointed first responders. Characters with healing abilities rushed into infected cities to keep dying players alive. But their good intentions only prolonged the infection window. These healers accidentally became super spreaders. Other players formed neighborhood militias to enforce strict quarantines. They stood outside safe zones and attacked anyone who approached the gates. But the most terrifying behavior came from the griefers. Some players deliberately contracted the virus. They traveled to uninfected towns with the sole purpose of spreading the disease. These trolls intentionally killed thousands of innocent characters just to watch the chaos unfold. The virus soon found another perfect vector to spread. Non-playable characters like shopkeepers could catch the disease from infected players. But game code completely prevented these computer-controlled merchants from dying. They became permanent asymptomatic carriers. Anyone who walked into a shop to buy supplies caught the virus from the cashier. Blizzard Entertainment completely lost control of their own creation. The programmers finally surrendered after a week of total devastation. They pulled the game's servers completely offline. Engineers instituted hard resets and patched the glitch out of existence. The virtual world finally returned to normal. But the scientific community immediately took notice. Dr. Nina Pfefferman at Rutgers University studied the event in meticulous detail. Traditional mathematical models for pandemics often fail. They fail because they cannot account for unpredictable human panic. Real humans do irrational things when they are terrified. They break quarantines to visit sick family members. Citizens deliberately ignore safety protocols when they feel fine. The corrupted blood incident provided a perfect record of this exact human chaos. Epidemiologists published multiple papers analyzing the player behavior during the digital outbreak. Researchers used the game data to refine their real-world outbreak models. A video game glitch accidentally created the most accurate simulation of human pandemic response ever recorded. The incident proved that the most dangerous part of any outbreak isn't the virus itself. The real danger remains the unpredictable behavior of the people trying to survive it. Subscribe to Curiosity Files for more true anomalies.